to infinity and beyond.
Our final topic for the week, kind of a bit of a roundup, kind of close off one. Kind of what have we been playing, what have we been doing? So, James, what have you been kind of playing this last week?
Let's see. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 1, so just the first one, because I've never played it all the way through, and now I'm not distracted by having to do reviews anymore. And then Horizon Zero Dawn. Even jumped into some Destiny a little bit on my Xbox, and a couple other things here and there. I think I played Diablo 3 for a little bit because the new season came out, but mostly Horizon and Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I mean, I played a little bit of Marvel Heroes last night with the Nick Fury, which we talked about earlier. Kingdom Hearts 2, that's been my main one that I've been kind of playing a little, mainly on the. But again, Breath of the Wild is still just like, I'm just going back in to do a couple more shrines, or I'm just going to go find a memory. That game has just got me hooked, and I had a look at my time the other day, and I'm up to about 50 hours into this game, and I've only done one of the Divine Masters. I've only got like half. I've got about, I think I'm up to, just coming up to about 50 shrines done now. This game it's so distracting. I really want to play Kingdom Hearts, and every time I'm in Kingdom Hearts, it's just like, I want to play Zelda. And when I'm playing Zelda, I'm not thinking about Kingdom Hearts. It's just this game. I said before, I played like Twilight Princess on the Wii when I got it as a launch title. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. And I remember being like, okay, I'm a Zelda fan now. I'm in. This is primarily the only real one I've played properly, and I'm in. I mean, to be 50 hours in and I still want to play, and I barely feel like I've got going. You know, it's like last night. Sat down for it. I was like, right, I'll just sit down, play an hour or so, and then I'll jump in to do an hour and a half later. And it's, oh look, there's just something over that hill, or oh, I just spotted and it's just. That thing of it just keeps pulling me in, and I'm like, Mario Kart's out in 2-3 weeks. I'm like, I don't need it yet. I don't need it. It's just like Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 being released 3 weeks after Zelda for me has been a big problem.
Yeah, like we mentioned when we were talking about it last week, the biggest hit against Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 right now is just the number of games that came out in the same proximity. For me, it's Horizon Zero Dawn, and for a lot of players, it's Zelda, or both. And just like, yeah, on the other hand, Kingdom Hearts 3 is about 10 years away, so I think we got plenty of time to get through it.
The problem is for me at this precise minute, all right, I have got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that I got for Valentine's, that I got about halfway through the story and stopped. I got Uncharted 4 for Christmas. Haven't even unwrapped it. I have got Zelda now, 50 hours in. I've got Kingdom Hearts 1 sat at 20 hours. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance sat at 20 hours. I got Kingdom Hearts 2 sat at 3 hours. I've got Dream to Birth by Sleep sat at about an hour. I'm getting nothing done because I'm just jumping from game to game. And I'm just like, I feel like I don't know if I'm ever going to finish Zelda. And it's like, I always feel like, right, I need to pull out the PS3, finish off Kingdom Hearts 1, or at least finish off Dream Drop Distance. I've just got so much on the go, and I'm always feel like I'm never going to finish any of these Kingdom Hearts games. I just feel like I don't know if I'm ever going to finish them off because I've just got so much to do. I was looking into the idea of, that stupid idea, can you copy save type games from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4 so I can jump my PS1 Kingdom Hearts level up to like 20 hours in so I don't have to bother with it again. I'm just like, there's so much out, and I'm just like, and then I'm looking at it going, afternoons are out next week, Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale, then I've got Injustice, then I got Mario Kart, then I've got Cars 3, then I got Splatoon, and that's just up till June. I'm going, there's so much, I mean, for what always was a dead period, this is not a dead period for me at the moment.
No, and this is definitely one of those time frames where we're just kind of like first world gamer problems. What do you play right now? And everyone's going to say something different based on what system they have. I know there's plenty of people who would love to be playing Zelda, but they just haven't been able to get a Switch. You know, there's Horizon Zero Dawn, there's
Which
Kingdom
I want to
Hearts
play as well.
Yeah, but From what I understand, most people who've gone from Zelda to Zero Dawn are just like, this would have been a great game if I hadn't played Zelda first.
Yeah.
So, there's that certainly. And at least, Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale, if it follows the other Telltale games, will only be an hour or two long tops.
Yeah, I really need that.
I'm actually really looking forward to that one because I've decided I'm going to have a bit of fun with taping that one. So instead of just doing like a let's play with Guardians like I'm doing with Batman, I'm actually going to kind of go at it from a comic nerd's perspective and talk about like all the characters and how they're different between the movies and stuff. So that'll be at least something to engage me. Yeah. Whether or not anyone else is interested in that is a totally different story, but I'll have fun with it.
The thing is like for me now, I'm feeling like with the Kingdom Hearts remix titles, the fact that I've got it installed on my hard drive means that I can just jump into it. I really should stop playing 2 and just try and finish off 1 that I started back last year, because I feel like the more I'm playing 2 in Birth by Sleep and Dream Distance, the worse Kingdom Hearts 1 feels because of the change mechanics. So I would like to, and it's like Dream Distance. I feel like the problem is with that is I got to like I think the second or third boss to the end. So I at least feel like with Kingdom Hearts Dream Distance from the 2.8 game was that I felt like I at least got through what I'd call the majority of the game, and I'm just getting to the bosses. And the trouble is, I hate the boss battles. I don't get any. I'm just constantly dying and all the rest of it, so it's not quite so much fun. But at least I got to experience all the different worlds, and I feel like at least if I never play Dream Distance again, I feel like I did the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I did the Tron, I did all the worlds. So I feel like the ending and stuff, but I can just YouTube that. But playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and Birth by Sleep is kind of spoiling me, I think, to the point of playing Kingdom Hearts 1 feels. I did play some of that, but I'm so invested in my PS3 copy, I don't want to get. I haven't got 15, 20 hours free to play Kingdom Hearts 1 again. Yeah.
I think it was a very big oversight on Square's part to not have the ability to import a PlayStation 3 save. Now, I don't know how they would have done it because there isn't kind of that interconnectivity between the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 the way the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One have with like the cloud saving. I know they have cloud saving on the PlayStation 4 now, but I don't know if they jumped it back to the PlayStation 3 as well. So I figure like at the very least they could probably have done something like, through the trophies or something, but I don't know how they would have done it. But I think they should have at least tried to get something in there, like enter this, go back to like original Nintendo, enter this password.
I did that. I actually went Kingdom Hearts 1 cheat codes. Is there like warp codes? I'm literally going, I haven't done this for years. I'm just like, I just want to literally warp my character on like 20 levels so I can just carry on where I left off. And I'm like, there's no level warps, there's no cheats. I'm like, even that thing, I remember playing, I think it was like, it might have been even in Force Unleashed or something like that, where you could put in like God mode.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I would love the God mode on Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and so I can actually blast through the story. It's just like, your way.
I mean, I'm sitting here going like, I remember playing Doom back in the day and IDKFA and stuff like that, which gave you all the keys, all the ammunition, all the weapons. Playing, Warcraft 2. And we're not talking World of Warcraft. We're talking Warcraft 2, the strategy game. Okay. You'd put like make it so, and it would build your buildings instantly and stuff like that. And we just don't have that anymore. Yeah, now you pay for it.
Yeah, I remember the one for me was SimCity. There was a cheat code that you would add money, and I just sit there, build up a few million, play. I used to love playing SimCity, but the only way I could play it was by cheating, and I used to love it. It's like, I need some money, I get some money. My city was running at deficit constantly because I didn't learn how to make money. It was just, there's the cheat. And you sat there I watched something like Goldbergs the other week, and they're all sat there in like the mass room, like playing, and that's like, that was me. That was, school lunch, me and my friends playing Tetris and SimCity in the mass suite on the PCs. That's how, and SimCity is like that, and Tetris are those games for me of that era. But yeah, cheat codes. I was looking for Kingdom Hearts cheat codes.
I mean, yeah, it's that's a bygone era. We don't really see games with cheat codes anymore. I mean, I can still do like the Konami cheat too. I can do it just from muscle memory. But yeah, no, now you pay for it.
Yeah.
Now it's like pay $2 to unlock all the feathers on the Assassin's Creed map. You're like, really? Okay. Yeah. I'm fine with not doing that.
Yeah, it definitely is that thing. But I was looking for some Kingdom Hearts on, but it definitely feels like. And then there's a little buzz going around. I think a little bit between like I know like us. I know like Will and also Jason have just like. They've done that over the res. They've started playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 because there's so many of us like Disney fans that kind of are a little bit older that are kind of jumping into Kingdom Hearts the first time, and I feel like we're all kind of, I would almost say, feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And while we should all be doing it in the right order, so many of us are being a little bit like have a little bit of tasting of everything and getting confused.
Well, I mean, I had to because I had to write the review for Coin Op, and I will tell you it was a mistake. Or if I could do it without having to do that, I would have been much happier. Especially having played Birth by Sleep and then also Birth by Sleep: A Fragmentary Passage, from 2.8, where you can see all the changes that have been made, all the advancements that have been made to the combat, and then going back to Kingdom Hearts 1 and just going,
jump.
Damn it, Sora. The mushroom's right there. Just jump on it. No. Grab onto the side, Sora. Damn it
is so frustrating to kind of do that going back. And that is one of the things with me of why Kingdom Hearts 1 was, I enjoy playing, but why I love playing through Dream Drop Distance because it was so much better to play through when that came out earlier this year. It's like I realised, it's like the thing of like going, I really need to focus on games. And I said, I've actually invested between all the games so far, probably close to 80 to 90 hours into different Kingdom Hearts games. I'm not, it's like, you're not a newbie. No, you might not have, you've only finished one game off, 0 point. You have invested so much time in Kingdom Hearts games, but I feel like I got nowhere.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense at all. Wait, what's going on? I don't know. Sora's doing something. Riku's over there. I don't know why they're, even in the same game because they're the same person. And it's like, I don't know. Whatever. I beat 0.2. That's an accomplishment. We're going to ignore the fact that it's 2 hours long. That's not the point.
Yeah. It definitely feels like, I still feel like being able to start 2. I have felt like, right, I'm going to do 2 before I do Birth by Sleep. At least on the PlayStation 4. Mm-hmm. So I have been playing through that and kind of going through the whole Roxas stuff and doing all the bits and pieces. But I keep that nagging feeling going, put this version down and get the PS3 out from underneath the unit. Finish 1 before you do this. You're being, or finish Dream Drop Distance. Stop. You've got so much, and then Zelda jumps up. But it's that weird thing of there's just so much there. It's quite an overwhelming thing, you should be like, okay, I can play, but there's so much to play through, and you kind of want to dabble in all of it. But it's just, I feel like this is going to be a constant theme that I'm going to be telling about this for the rest of the year, unless they turn around and say, right, Kingdom Hearts 3 is out in October. That's the only way I am going to knuckle down and clear out Kingdom Hearts. If they go, it's coming out in winter 2018, I'm going to just be dibbly-dabbling on Kingdom Hearts for the next 18 months.
I will be amazed if it comes out in this decade, let alone this year or next year. In all seriousness, it'll probably be out in 2018, but still, we've got plenty of time. We've got plenty of games to enjoy, and there's a lot of games around the corner too. Obviously, I'm super excited for Shadow of War, the Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor 1. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, all sorts of fun stuff around the corner.
I think Spider-Man there was a rumor going around this week that someone had said like winter this year. They then quickly came out with a tweet saying we have not announced any dates, which I think was they even went onto like Polygon's tweet and literally responded to them directly saying we have not, and I felt that was quite a sharp sort of shot down and going, no, it's not, that they don't normally, if rumors like that literally have the games coming on and saying no, that was quite I thought that was quite a strong point of them saying we've not announced any details. was a very strong indication of you're wrong.
I mean, that doesn't rule it out coming out this year, but I'm sure that if I was developing a game like Spider-Man, I would not want people to have the expectation that it will 100% be out this year and then be like, yeah, no, it's actually not. I mean, they could still come out and say it'll be out December 20th or whatever that Tuesday will be, and people will be like, yes, fantastic, we will go and buy it, but they don't want to be obligated to a date that they themselves do not set.
No, it's definitely like I said, it definitely feels like we're in a very. There's a lot of gamers out there at the moment, sort of in this zone of there's so much out there to play, so much to do, and there's that thing of sometimes you sometimes rush through a game, because I know I'm very much that thing of once I finish a main story, I dump the game and move on to the next one. All the side quests, and Zelda feels like the first game the side quests have distracted me from the main story, but usually even with the Kingdom Hearts, anything that I don't need to do, I will not do, because I just haven't got the inclination to do it. But again, just lots to play. And they even include things like Mass Effect, and there is. I mean, this week you got Ukulele, and I'm just sitting there going, it got an average score, and I just went, I wanted to play this game, but I haven't got time for it, and it's not maybe amazing, so I'm going to skip it. Lego City. It's just like, no, I just don't have time. I just don't have the time for it.
Also, Lego City Undercover, it sounds like they really didn't do too much to update it to the current consoles. So, yeah, I'll probably play it at some point, because Lego City, or Lego games in general, with the exception of Dimensions, have been very much worth the time and the money. But I don't see much point in getting another game when I've already got 6 Kingdom Hearts games to play, because I'll have to play through Fragmentary Passage again. Mass Effect Andromeda, Horizon Zero Dawn, Marvel Heroes, Destiny, and whatever else comes out between now and the end of the year.
Yeah, there's a lot out, and there's a lot of exciting stuff to jump in. But let us know what you guys are playing. What are you playing at the minute? Let us know what you guys are doing on our social media or in the comments below. James, where can they find you on the interweb?
You can find me at heroiclegacy.com.
And also, you can find us over at DisKingdom.com. You can hit that subscribe button, like button, or follow button, depending on whichever thing you're watching on. If you are trying to keep up with the latest videos, remember to hit that little bell icon as well. As you can tell, we've done some different bits and pieces with the videos over the last few weeks, sort of spreading them out over the things. I'm still trying to put up the audio version as a whole podcast. I'm going to try and sort that out on that as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we will see you guys soon. Later.